Hello guys, this is Mohana Chaitanya here. In the previous video, we have learned what is HTML, what is the purpose of HTML, what is the syntax of HTML. In the syntax, we have learned what is tag and what is a HTML element. And we add few HTML elements to the web page. And these elements that we add are the main heading, which is represented by a H1, and the paragraph, which is represented by a p tag, and button, which is represented by a button tag. And here is the output. As we can see, all these three, main heading, the para and button, is left aligned. In this video, let's try to center them. To center all these three elements, we need styling, and this will be achieved through CSS. Let's see what are we going to learn in today's video. We will learn what is CSS, what is the purpose of CSS, what is the syntax of CSS and how it looks like, what is attribute, and what is the container element. These five we can see in this today's video. Let's look into the syntax first. It is also known as a CSS rule set. This CSS rule set consists of three main elements. First one is the selector, second one is the property, and third one is value to the corresponding property. Let's see how the syntax looks like. First one is the selector, flower brace, property, colon, value, and the semicolon. This is the syntax of CSS and it looks like this. Let's try to understand what is a selector. Selector is used to select the HTML element that we need to style. Let's focus on the main heading. Let's try to center this main heading first. To center this main heading, we need CSS. In CSS, there is a property called text align. It helps us to align the text or the HTML element towards left, center, or right. As I said, we are focusing on the main heading and we want to center it. So we write the property text align, text hyphen align. It is the syntax and we want to center it. So the value will be center. Let's try to run this. See, there is no change in the output as we didn't combine CSS and HTML. To combine CSS and HTML, we use an attribute. An attribute is nothing but it gives an additional information to the HTML element and it will be present inside the starting tag of HTML element. Here we are talking about a class attribute. Let's see the syntax of a class attribute. As I said, the class attribute will be present inside the starting tag of the HTML element and the syntax will be class is equal to, and in the double quotes we want to give the value. As we are centering the HTML element or the heading, we will give the value as center. And the selector will be the HTML attributes value. Let's change the selector name to center. As I said, this is the class attribute. We have to give a dot before the CSS selector. Let's try to run this. See, the output has changed. We get our desired output as the main heading is aligned to the center. Let's try adding this class to paragraph and button also. Let's try to run this. See, the paragraph element is also text aligned. Button isn't. We'll look how to style the button in the later videos. So far, we learned how to center the heading and paragraph to the center. Let's say we had 100 elements. Do we need to write this class is equal to center attribute to all those elements? The answer is no. Here comes the div element or the container element. The div element or the container element is used to wrap all the HTML elements that we need to style. Let's see how a div element is useful. Let's write the div element. Div. As I said, this div element is used to wrap up all the required elements. We need all these three elements to get selected and to move to the center. So we cut this and we will put inside the div element. And we remove this class is equal to center in all cases. And just keep this class is equal to center attribute inside a div starting tag. Let's try to run this. See, all these three HTML elements is centered. This is how we can center the HTML elements through CSS text align property.